Hello friends, this is Ramesh Panikar here on behalf of KNA. Today we are discussing crash test 3, crash exam 3. Look at question number 46. Which pair of both members from the same period of periodic table? Correct answer is fourth option, sodium. Configuration, if you look at configuration, it is 1s2, 2s2, P6, 3s1, means it belongs to third period. Look at chlorine, 1s2, 2s2, P6, 3s2, P5. So it also belong to same period. Alright, so these two belong to same period. Look at question number 47. Alright, question number 47. Hydrogen directly combines with, it is in second group except beryllium, all the members combine with hydrogen directly, like with calcium. Hydrogen combined to give hydrolith, calcium hydride, which is called hydrolith. Alright, copper, gold and nickel, they do not combine with the hydrogen directly. Question number 48. Photoelectric effect is maximum in. See, photoelectric effect is based on the ionization energy. It depends on ionization energy. Alright, so ionization energy, lesser the ionization energy, greater is the photoelectric effect. So ionization energy downward decreases. Alright, so cesium is the best one which can show photoelectric effect. Now question number 49. Look at question number 49. Question number 49. In third group, thallium shows +1 oxidation state, which while other members show +3. That is due to inert pair effect. Inert pair effect is exhibited by 13th group member, 14th group member and 15th group member mainly. 13th group member we have boron, aluminium, gallium, indium and thallium. And they have S2P1 configuration. So after utilizing P1 electron in bond formation, the remaining 2 electron in S is called inert pair, and the stability of this inert pair increases. So due to this inert pair effect, boron and aluminium etc., they prefer +3 state, whereas lower members prefer +1 state. Alright, so this is inert pair effect. Question number 50. An example of an oxide is zinc blend is ZnS, bauxite is oxide Al2O3. Alright, feldspar is silicate. It is potassium aluminium silicate or sodium aluminium silicate or calcium aluminium silicate. So whereas malachite is CuCO3.CuH whole twice. Question number 51. Deep sea divers, they use oxygen, helium and nitrogen. Alright, this you must remember. Electronegativity, question number 52. Electronegativity of oxygen is more than sulfur, yet H2S is acidic while water is neutral. See, the acidic strength depend on many factors. Acidic strength depend on many factors, like in hydrogen halide, the ease with which it releases H positive aqueous and X negative aqueous. This is the measure of acidic strength. Now it consists of so many factors. If HX, it is in liquid state, first it is converted to gaseous state and then it is converted to H gaseous and X gaseous. Alright, and then finally this X is converted to X negative gaseous and H is converted to H positive gaseous. Finally, this is hydration, heat of hydration. So this is one of the factor, that is bond energy. So greater the bond energy, lesser is the acidic strength. So H2O is a weaker acid than H2S because of bond energy. So correct answer is fourth option. Look at question number 5.3. I'm sorry. Which of the following electronic configuration represent maximum magnetic moment? Which represent maximum magnetic moment? See, we have D3, D2, D8 and D6. Alright, so in D3 we have 3 unpaired electrons and D2 we have 2 unpaired electrons. Alright, and this is D2, 2 unpaired electron, D3, 3 unpaired electrons. And in D6, 4, 5 and 6 we have 4 unpaired electrons. Whereas in D8, after D6, D7, D8. So best option is D6. Question number 5.4. Which of the following pair of transition metal ions have the same octahedral, same calculated value of magnetic moment? So it is chromium 2 positive. Look at Cr2 positive. Cr is D5S1. So Cr2 positive becomes D4. So in D4 we have 4 unpaired electrons. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 unpaired electrons. And Fe2 positive is D6. It is D6. So in D6 also we have 4. After 4 it will be filled 5 and then 6. Again we have 4 unpaired electrons. So correct answer is third option. Look at question number 55. Look at question number 5.5. During the process of electrolytic refining of copper, some metal present in impurity settle down as anode mud. Alright, in electrolytic purification you must remember, like you take copper sulfate and H2SO4 and you take pure copper as cathode and impure copper as anode. Alright, this is impure copper. So when electrolysis take place, copper 2 positive get deposited at cathode and under anode some less reactive metals like silver, gold, etc. they get precipitated or they get accumulated. So correct answer is second option. The number of NT unidentate ligands in the complex is called, it is called coordination number. The number of coordinate bonds between ligand and central metal is called coordination number. Now look at question number 57. Which is most reactive? So in aldehydes and ketones, they show nucleophilic addition reaction. Alright, so nucleophile get added to this carbon atom. Now the point is, if we increase, if it is methanol, we don't have plus I effect. So and with the increase, like if you increase alkyl group, plus I effect increases, so reactivity decreases. So the reactivity of carbonyl compound depends on the magnitude of positive charge present over carbon atom of carbonyl group. In benzaldehyde also this magnitude is less because of this effect. Electron pair moves in this direction, so a positive charge is created Now on this magnitude the reactivity will depend, but this is filled by these pi electrons of benzene ring. So benzaldehyde is very less reactive. Alright. Now look at question number 5.8. In question number 5.8, which of the following aldehyde is most reactive? Which aldehyde after 57, 58, the chlorobenzene is OP directing. Chlorobenzene is OP directing during electrophilic substitution. It is true. The reason is, say, this is due to plus M effect of chlorine. Due to plus M effect of chlorine, this ortho position, para position, these three positions become electron rich. Alright. So it is due to plus M effect. Question number 5.9. The major product in the reaction. Now see, in this compound, if you look at this compound, in this compound we have all 2-degree carbon, and these two carbon are 3-degree carbon, and towards bromination during free radical substitution the reactivity order follows 1800 is to 1600 is to 82 is to 1. This is the relative rate of 3-degree, 2-degree and 1-degree hydrogen. So obviously 3-degree hydrogen is much more reactive than 2-degree hydrogen. So Br gets substituted at these two positions, any of these two positions. So correct answer is fourth option. Alright, 59. Now look at question number 6.0. Question number 6.0. In question number 6.0, we have one alkene, and it undergoes HBO reaction. So during HBO reaction, what you must remember, during HBO reaction there is no interchange, there is no rearrangement of carbocation, and it is simply the addition of H and OH according to anti-Markovnikov's addition. So simply add H and OH. You just add OH and H. Alright. OH to this carbon and H to this carbon, and that too, that should be from same side. If it is comparatively higher level question, then you have to write like this. Alright. You have to add H on this carbon atom and OH on this carbon atom. Means in addition, but this is anti-Markovnikov, mean positive part goes to that carbon which bears lesser number of hydrogen. It is anti-Markovnikov's addition. So the correct answer is second option. Question number look at question number 61. The number of structural and geometrical isomers by the addition of HBr to 2-pentyne. Addition of HBr to 2-pentyne. Look at this case, 2-pentyne. This is 2-pentyne. Alright. And the addition of HBr. So it is H and Br, and we get this kind of product, Br and H. Alright. This is CH3, CH2 and CH3. So this product and one more geometrical isomer. This is one possibility, and with this we get cis and trans. Alright, we get cis and trans. Okay, and the second possibility is CH3 CH double bond, and this CBr and C2H5. Again cis and trans. So we get 2 structural isomers and 4 geometrical isomers. These are the possibilities. Alright. Now look at question number 62. Question number 62. Here on we will discuss in the next section.